Are you tired of the struggle to track KPIs in your business or pulling data from multiple sources? Tired of losing leads due to poor follow-up? With Left Main, you now have the ability to track everything in your business all in one place. You have custom dashboards, countless reports, text and phone capabilities, and all of your favorite integrations. Left Main is the only system that is guaranteed to grow with your business. So visit leftmainrei.com/flip empire to schedule your free demo and see the most powerful CRM system built for real estate investors by real estate investors.
You're listening to Flip Empire, the show committed to helping real estate entrepreneurs who want to build their empire without sacrificing their life. Your success and freedom starts now with your host, Alex Pardo.
Just as important as the things you say yes to, equally are the things you say no to. In fact, it has to be the opposite way. Very few things you can say yes to. The majority of the things you're going to say no to. To give you an example of some of the things that you could say no to. I love watching YouTube videos, and I was subscribed to all these different feeds from all these creators, but I found that I was going down a rabbit hole every time I went on YouTube. So what I did is I unsubscribed from almost everybody. So when I go on my YouTube, there's really nothing interesting for me to look at. I have to make an intentional move to go and search for a creator in order for me to find their videos. I eliminated almost all meetings from my calendar. I'm not a busybody. I am more of an introvert. And it's odd because if you watch my YouTube videos and you see some of my content, you would think otherwise. But my gas tank, it doesn't mean that I can't do it. It just means that my gas tank for that is very low. I'll give you an example. Gina and my team would come over and want to record, right, all day long videos for YouTube. But I can't do that. I can only last maybe about 45 minutes. After that, like, I'm done. I need energy to just kind of regroup, and then I'm going to sit on my computer and avoid all human contact. So I have to be mindful of that in the way I operate. So I eliminated all of my team meetings except for one time a week. We used to have daily huddles, but the daily huddles I found just broke up my schedule and did not allow me to get into the groove of things. And it really just took my energy because I have a certain finite amount of energy available for that. And so that means that then I'm not on those meetings. For example, in our real estate business, all right, I'm not on the sales meetings, on the daily huddles or anything like that. Why? Because of a finite amount of energy. And so I have engineered that side of the business to be done and managed by somebody else. So then that way I can do the things I want to do. So I have created what I call a maker versus a manager schedule, where I need larger blocks of times, hour to hour and a half at minimum, in order for me to work on projects and to get things done with as little distractions as possible. And so I've engineered my calendar and my schedule around that. I avoid Zoom calls like the plague. If somebody says, hey, I want to catch up, it's going to be very difficult to get me on the phone. It's better to either text message me or to send me an email. And I, of course, will look at that when I have my appropriate time in order to be able to do that. But I'm not going to get on a Zoom call with you or even a phone call. Now, some of you might be like, oh man, I love getting and connecting with people and everything else. So that's great. You have to figure out what works for you and how you can then take that superpower and make it so that it helps you in your business. But for me, it's a problem if I'm on the phone all day long. And you have to be okay at the end of the day with things being left undone. Everybody says, hey, you should get back to everybody by the end of the day. The fact is, you should have unanswered messages at the end of the day, unanswered text messages, unanswered emails. There's tasks that are not going to get done. And that's because you have to focus on the most important things, and everything else just needs to fade away. Just remember that somebody's number one priority for them today could be that they need to get a hold of you. But that doesn't mean that it's your number one priority to talk to them. At some point, their number one priority and your number one priority kind of sync up. But outside of that, they just may not be able to get a hold of you, and they have to be okay with that. And if they have a problem with that, that's their problem, not your problem.
Hope you enjoyed that episode. But before you go, I've had a lot of people recently reach out to me wanting to learn more about Ascend, wanting to understand how the mastermind component works, how the coaching relationship works. And so right now we're actually on a waiting list. But what I would encourage you to do is, if you think you're the right fit and you think you could benefit from being a part of our community, head over to ascendyoursuccess.com, watch the short video, and then just click the apply to join button below. And then we'll be in contact with you if and when a spot opens up. So really appreciate you listening to Flip Empire here, and I look forward to connecting with you on the next show. Take care.